For years, we've all been told the same thing, right? That the magic number for health is 10,000 steps a day. But what if that number isn't just a myth? What if following it is actually actively harming millions of people? Well, we're about to break down the science and show you what really works. Look at this. This comes directly from a joint surgeon who has performed over 15,000 operations. I mean, think about that. He sees patients day in and day out with knees that are grinding like sandpaper, hips that are just bone on bone. And the truly shocking part? These aren't people who sit on the couch. No, they're dedicated walkers, hitting their 10,000 steps religiously. And here's the data to back it up. A massive study from Johns Hopkins in 2023 followed 8,000 seniors for 7 long years. The results were, well, they were staggering. Seniors who only walked for exercise saw their joints break down 37% faster than people who did targeted exercises. You heard that right. Their joints were getting worse and faster. So you have to ask, why is this myth still around? Well, as they say, follow the money. The global fitness and wearable tech market is a $300 billion industry. Think about it. Shoe companies, tracker manufacturers, even big pharma. They all benefit from this culture built around just walking, 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 and unfortunately from the joint problems that can come right after. But look, there is good news here. We're not just here to tear down a myth, we're here to give you a real science-backed solution. Because the very same research that showed us the problem also points directly to the answer. So, what's the goal then? What are we trying to achieve instead? These specific movements are clinically proven to do some incredible things. We're talking about reversing muscle loss, boosting circulation, actively protecting your joints, and get this, slashing your fracture risk by over 40%. This is all about rebuilding your body from the inside out. Okay, so let's get into the good stuff. We're going to count down the top 5 exercises that surgeons approve of, the ones that blow simple walking out of the water. Let's start with number 5. So starting our countdown at number 5 is the simple wall push-up. Now I know what you might be thinking. Push-ups, that's for athletes. But this modified version is honestly one of the most powerful and safest exercises for seniors. It strengthens your chest, your shoulders, your triceps, and so importantly, those core muscles that keep you stable and prevent falls. And the results? They really do speak for themselves. In one study, after just 8 weeks, adults over 60 who did wall push-ups saw their functional strength increase by 34%. And the group that only walked, just 7%. That's a huge, huge difference, and with way less impact on your joints. And you know what? It couldn't be easier to do. You just stand about an arm's length from a wall, place your hands flat on it at about shoulder height, and then you lean in, keeping your body as straight as a plank. The real key here is a slow, controlled pushback to where you started. And as you get stronger, just take a small step back from the wall to make it more challenging. Simple. And this is what it's all about. This is Margaret, a 68-year-old retired teacher. She found that after just 1 month, not only could she open jars again, but that nagging shoulder pain she'd had for 5 years was just gone. The strength and muscles were finally doing their job and supporting her joints properly. Coming in at number 4 is the chair squat. And you know, this might be the single most important functional exercise you can possibly do. Why? Because it directly copies a movement you do dozens, maybe hundreds of times every single day, getting up from a chair. But it's not just about building leg strength. Chair squats train something really cool called proprioception. You can think of it as your body's internal GPS. It's a classic use it or lose it sense. And if you don't train it, it declines fast as we age. And that loss is a major hidden reason why people fall. Okay, so how you do it is crucial. Sit right on the edge of a sturdy chair and then stand up by pushing through your heels. But here's the magic trick, the descent. You want to lower yourself back down slowly. Take 3 or 4 seconds to do it. That controlled lowering is proven to build muscle about 10% more effectively. All right, number 3 on our list directly tackles one of the biggest fears that comes with aging, falling. The single leg stand isn't just an exercise, it's a skill. And it's a skill that you can dramatically improve at any age, even into your 80s and 90s. And if you need a little motivation, here it is. A shocking study from 2022 found that adults who couldn't stand on one leg for just 10 seconds had an 84% higher risk of death from all causes within the next 7 years. Yeah, your balance is literally a window into your neurological health. Now for our top 2. And these last 2 exercises, they go beyond just building muscle. These are about fundamentally rewiring the connection between your body and your brain for a longer, more independent life. At number 2, we've got resistance band rows. This movement is a direct attack on that forward hunched posture that becomes so common as we get older. And this isn't just about how you look, this is a serious medical issue. The medical term for it is kyphosis, and a major study from UCLA linked it to some devastating outcomes. A 44% higher mortality rate and being almost 3.5 times more likely to need help with daily activities. Resistance band rows strengthen the exact muscles in your upper back that pull your shoulders back and fight this decline. So, we've covered strength, function, balance, posture, but what if I told you there was one single practice that could combine all of these benefits and then take them to a whole new level? What if it could outperform everything else we've talked about? And that brings us to our number 1, Tai Chi. Now, this isn't just an exercise, it's a moving meditation. It's a practice of slow, flowing movements that completely challenges our assumptions about aging. It has been proven to literally rewire the brain's motor control patterns because it forces you to coordinate balance, movement, and focus all at the same time. And the data, this is from a Harvard medical school, is just undeniable. Tai Chi reduced the risk of falling by an incredible 47%. It just blows every other single intervention out of the water. And why? Because it combines strength, balance, and that mental focus all into one incredibly powerful practice. Okay, so we've busted the myth, and we've revealed the 5 movements that truly work. Now for the most important part, turning this knowledge into action. Let's make this as simple and achievable as possible. You do not need a gym membership or a 2-hour block of free time. This is all about exercise snacking. Do a set of wall push-ups while you wait for your coffee to brew. Do some chair squats during the commercials of your favorite show. Practice standing on one leg while you brush your teeth. Seriously, just start with 5 minutes a day. That is it. You know, that decline that we so often associate with getting older, it isn't inevitable. Not at all. It's often just the result of moving the wrong way or without purpose. You now have the knowledge to choose a different path. The science is clear and the tools are simple. So the only question left is, what will you do today to start rebuilding?